going on, everybody? This is our first video. I don't know if we're mainly like game hunting or just like collecting, not so much games, but like anything in general, that we like, I guess from our childhood and, even stuff like, like records and, which is crazy, VCR tapes, old movies.
We're not collecting.
I am. Old movies, but mainly, you can see behind is the beginning of the game collection. And this is what we're starting with. So I wish I would have videoed some of this when this happened, because some of the stuff like happened so fast that just like, you just don't expect stuff to happen, So we went to this yard sale the other day, and the guy had some stuff, he first like couple games stuff we found was, and I don't even know what these are worth. Basically, these are just kind of, we wanted them, But yes, some of it will probably get resold to make money to buy other stuff. So then we just decide what we're keeping. So we found a couple Wii games, Big Beach Sports, it was complete, which is cool. Super Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz, just a game, it was pretty cool. Found some loose games, PlayStation 2, Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix, Disney Think Fast, and
I like Harry Potter.
she likes the Harry Potter games, along with, no, we'll get into that. We Spiderwick Chronicles.
So I got I picked up that Think Fast.
Oh yeah.
Because our nephew is always coming over, and he likes to play games, but we're older.
Old.
And our children are older now, so they play the older games, but he's 7.
Yeah.
And I don't want him playing, and his mom doesn't want him playing the older games. So
Shoot 'em up games,
you'll notice that we also will have kid games in here, and it's mainly just for our nephew.
Yeah. Eventually we'll like go through what's going on back here, but like this is just the beginning of our we decided to make it like a retro game room. That's why you got the 2 older I can't even do it. 2 older TVs, and so the guy with this games, the one thing I was told, and like I watched other videos, who watched Retro Rick, the Game Chasers, Retro World, Mr. Rightway, Pixel Game Squad, those guys, and I've heard all those guys say, plus other guys that talk with on Facebook and stuff like that. You gotta ask. If you don't ask, you never know. I mean, what are they gonna say? No. And we asked them. Well, actually, Serena asked them. You got anything else you want to get rid of? So he comes out and he says, he's like, I may have a PlayStation or like a an Xbox. He said 360.
He said 360.
360, and I'm like, we have one of them, but we'll see. It's like, well, if it's not too much trouble, bring it out. So he comes out, and he comes out with a Sony PlayStation 1, and he's like in his garage, and controller. Actually, no, this is another story. So he comes with the hookups, and he hooked it all up. He had TV out there, and we were out there playing games for a little bit. Works perfect. So I was like, all right. So he comes back with the Xbox, and it's on Xbox 360. It's the OG original Xbox. So me, stay cool, everybody. Stay cool.
Which he has a really hard problem time doing.
Yes. Stay cool. I wanted this. This was probably like when I was young, when we were younger, first starting out, parents, living our lives. This is probably the first system that we bought on our own. Together. Yeah. So I was like, I want this system. So. And I was like,
back when we were first starting out and he bought one of these, I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. We're paying $500 for a game system. But That's fine. And
So-
now we've got one again.
So he brings this out, and I'm like doing breathing techniques. I'm like, and he plugged it all in, and he had some games, and as soon as he hit that power button, and you hear the whoo, it came on. I was like, I want this now. Well, here, take my money. What do you want? And he goes, and he was a super cool guy. We sat there and we talked to him for a while. And so we got the Xbox, the PlayStation, the games. What else did he have? He had little stuff. He had like a little Luigi, your Peach, little mushroom. No big deal. Stuff
Okay,
like.
so wait. So here's what you need to know about Anthony before he keeps going into this story. So Anthony will talk himself out of a deal.
Oh yeah, I know.
He will let the deal just go by. He will just, what? Oh,
In the next video, it happened.
he will let it go. And so the guy comes out and he plugs both of these in. And I'm standing behind Anthony and I'm talking to the wife and everything. And all of a sudden the guy goes, "Yeah, I'll take 30 for both." And I turned around and looked at the lady and I went, "Where do you want me to give you my?" I said, "Do I give you the money or do I give him the money?" And Anthony's going, "Well, maybe." And I'm like, I'm already paying the lady for both of these systems and everything else that I've bought.
Truthfully, all I wanted was that Xbox. I didn't need the PlayStation 1.
Did need the PlayStation.
Okay, maybe we did need it. So what we get everything for? Like $36?
I got $36 because I bought some games, those little figures. And
Yeah,
those
some other
things.
little stuff. So that was a pretty good deal. So later that day, I find on Marketplace, so there's like an estate sale, and there's like these crazy pictures, and the pictures, there's in this box, and all I see at the bottom of the box is like a Super Nintendo, some Super Nintendo games, and another picture there's like some Atari games, PS4 games, which I didn't really care about. So, and there was an Atari. All I wanted was that Super Nintendo. And I'm talking to this lady on the Facebook, and Serena was out and about doing her thing, and I'm waiting for her to come home. So, find out from where we live to where I was at, and it was about 40 minutes. It was say 40-minute drive. This is like late in the afternoon. This is like 5 o'clock, which like we never like spur of the moment like let's go do this, So I told the lady we're on the way. So we're on the way, and all I kept saying was I want that Super Nintendo. That's all I want. I was like, even if I don't get any games, because we have some games, but no Super Nintendo. And well, that's another story. We'll talk about that. That's another video for another story. But so we get down there, and as soon as I pull up, we pull up. There's like one of those big what those dumpsters? What do they call them? Roll off dumpsters is in the driveway, and my heart just like, no, they're throwing. I'm like, there's stuff in the dumpster. I'm like, they're throwing everything away, and I was like, I missed it. So I was like, she goes and parks. I get out, and I walk up, and I'm like, where's this lady at? And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'm telling myself, like, I'm gonna go dig. I'm jumping in this dumpster, and I'm gonna find this stuff. And then I walk to the side, and then I see it. And somebody got there like 15 minutes before I did. And he had everything. He had all the Atari. He had all the Nintendo. We got some stuff, but basically we got his scraps. That's what we got. But that's fine. But I was kind of mixed about it because he was a reseller, like full-time resale. He was no like, I want these games. I just had to let it go. But we missed out. But what we did get, we got to deal with this drunk lady. She was super rude. So what we ended up getting from her was another PlayStation 1 the same day. So now I got 2 PlayStation 1s on the same day. Serena digs out these games. Xbox, Ultimate Alliance, cool game. All these are Xbox. Xbox Pac-Man World. Yeah.
Oh, we also got the sleeves.
Yeah. Modern Warfare. in this PlayStation sled game or whatever. I'm sorry. Yeah, we did find some other
Nintendo sleeves.
at the first place. We found like some sleeves.
No, I found them in there with this.
Oh.
I found them with this stuff.
Okay.
I found sleeves in the
For the Wiimote, you know.
in the 64. No, I found Nintendo sleeves.
See, I don't even know exactly what we got from the lady. So we got
Right here, these. I found these.
all the sleeves. That's
I
right.
found the black sleeves.
the black-
and I found
the black
some of
sleeves.
these.
And the ones that go on the 64 or Super Nintendo. I'm sorry. That's right. So we got these games from this lady. Then the only thing I seen in here, what I wanted, and I didn't know if it works, but I do know that it works now, was the OG old school PlayStation 3. Didn't come with any cords. I ended up finding this cord at a thrift store yesterday. Powered it on, hooked it up to my AV, you know, because none of these are HDMI. None of the HDMIs would work. But I hooked it up to the other TV with the I'm sorry. This wouldn't work with the AV cord hookup. But I hooked it up to the other TV with the HDMI. Perfect. You know? But I don't have a controller. So I gotta I gotta get the PS3 controller. So we got this, which is cool, backwards compatible, and we can play all the 1, 2, and 3 games that we have, because we'll get to this another time. And this is pretty much just for show. I don't even know if it works or not. I tried to haggle with the lady. This thing could have red ring, you know, and it came with the DVD remote and the you know, the hard drive up top and everything. And
We had to buy that.
oh, and we got this at a thrift store, the HDMI for that. But I still don't have the power for this thing. I found one at a flea market today, which I can talk about in the next video. But he wanted like $35 for it. And I was like, no, I ain't gonna spend $35 on a power outlet that this thing may just have red ring, and I'm gonna just throw it away. But I think we paid a little bit too much for all this.
No, we didn't.
But yeah, I know. Oh, there was still more. I'm sorry. So there was like some Atari controllers, some Pong controllers, another PlayStation controller. Golly, I thought there was some more stuff. I think there may have been.
And one of those PlayStation controllers.
I
down
think
there.
another PlayStation controller. So how much did we get all this stuff for?
I got it all for $45.
$45.
And that was just because I was being a bitch.
Yeah. Ooh. And I already posted to sell the one of the PlayStation ones, and that's already gone.
Oh, and we got the shelving units.
Oh, we got some shelves that we can put the games on, but we're going to need it for that room. So, but yeah, that was a crazy, you know, I don't say that was our first time going out hunting for games, but I wish I would have recorded that, because that lady was drunk, and yeah, don't do drugs, kids. That's all I can say about that one. But yeah, interesting start to the game collecting. You have to continue watching on. You know, we're gonna have more videos. We're about to actually do another video about what happened today, actually. And yeah, what do you got? Anything else?
That's it.
We're good. I appreciate
I'm sorry,
you.
I'm making dinner.
Yeah, we're making dinner.
We.
Oh, her making dinner. But yeah, so like I said, we'll probably recoup some. Like I said, I sold one of the PlayStation ones, so I recoup a little bit more money. And truthfully, like the white Xbox, because I mean we already have another Xbox, we don't need two. But I mean it's
If I
kind
can get mine.
yeah, she's got another, but that's another story for another time. But some of these games we may keep and we may sell. You know, it's kind of hard to tell. So, but we got to get out. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Till next time. Continue hunting.